Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, where things have been a little rough, a little thin for us the last couple of episodes, but I think things are about to turn around, like, in a big way. We were kind of recovering and then things got kind of messy again. We're going to go ahead and manual this, because, like, these battles are big and impressive, right? Also, we get to cheat, like... The Pyrrhic victory is going to kill a lot of my units. We will use our supplies and cowardice. Some people will call it strategy. Other people, more honestly, cowardice. And we will do much better than that. Plus, we'll get to watch our ogre pistol guys shoot a demon prince a bunch, which, honestly, the 3 units, they take down a big, like a large enemy pretty quickly. I'm actually really curious to see how long the gardener will survive. And then, not only will we have the, the buffs, the temporary buffs you get from clearing a demon prince, we'll have Greasus back on the map and able to murder the hell out of the many little factions that are nipping at our heels. I cannot believe the number of... Oh, hey, this fan is still on. It is 1 million degrees in this room, y'all. Sorry about that. That is definitely coming through on the mic.
The mansion of the Plague Lord. The crooked manor of Nurgle. None would survive crossing its threshold, but the gardener will come as soon as we trespass upon its outer defenses.
You don't have to hyphenate that.
Capture the canker tree in the Garden of Blight. This will give you a foothold and grant us supplies to reinforce for the struggle ahead. There are 2 other trees you will need to claim, and so dominate the battle. Nurgle is amused you have made it this far. Slay his servants, and ensure he will not mock you again.
I don't feel like he mocked me before. Hey, whatever. This old guy doesn't know what's up. Alright, I mean, you know what we're going to do. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing, because it's really effective. Do I even want the Noblars here? Like, we can have these Noblars up close, I guess. We can open fire when the enemies draw in. But we kind of want to keep a lot of our troops fresh.
When do we eat?
And we can certainly do a lot of,
What we hear? Meat.
a lot of re-ammoing with our supplies.
To us.
But there is a maximum amount of actual healing that a unit can receive over the course of a battle, so we want to be careful not to
When do we eat?
eclipse that.
This way.
We'll bring these guys around like this. Alright, y'all just, aim over the heads of the Noblars. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah, the Noblars don't even come up to their waists.
Steer clear of this view.
We definitely are getting a pretty, what feels like pretty whack coverage here, though. Can you guys maybe, like,
The Morse call.
take up a stance that is a little bit more sensible here?
Suits me.
Greasus only has 32 melee defense, so I don't actually want to charge him into a bunch of enemy units by himself. We'll wait until they're thinned out a little bit more.
I ain't no gobbo.
Okay.
Jolfin.
Now that you won't be standing directly in the way.
When do we eat? I'll smell ya.
Just throw stuff at those guys. Okay, they're not moving their large enemy yet, which is obviously the guy that we most want for
The hunt continues.
guy that we most want to put Greasus onto. These are just these are plague bearers. From up above, they all look so small because I'm used to the size of our units being sort of like the default,
Smash them.
which is not actually the case. I don't know, let's just throw some stat reductions up on these guys. We can fire a lot of our abilities.
Many
Most of our stuff is not actually
Reckon so!
most of our stuff is not actually limited. Alright, so I guess we're like, to some extent, we're keeping the damage localized, but also the enemies have committed now, and I think it's okay to punish them for that.
Serve the ogres! For more! Find the mill! Fix me, master! Let's go now!
But yeah, obviously this force is a joke, and we will shred them thoroughly. Stay on the beast, don't get distracted.
Master Predator! Managers!
I would describe this as a pretty surprising ammo expenditure, especially considering, like, how little they were actually hitting.
These ogre mates!
Can you get an even more flanky angle? Also, how are these Nurglings, like, they were surrendering and then they changed their minds? They're tiny little, I mean, they're adorable. Look at them. But they're very bad at fighting, and they should be getting their stuff totally rocked here. Okay, well, this is basically over.
Strongest, richest.
Everybody's broken except the beast. Alright, all of the melee who are not Greasus,
This way.
go ahead and back up. Probably you are doing more harm than good right now because you are preventing Greasus from dealing direct damage to the beast.
Dinner. The strongest.
Have some melee defense while you retreat, though. Yeah, they absolutely are, just preventing Greasus from hitting.
Greasus.
That sucks so much. Just get out of the damn way.
Master moving.
Guns are doing some work at least. Yeah, you can really see each of those bullets make contact.
Me there.
There you go, one melee attack. That's all it takes. Alright, everybody just get in the box and we'll figure out positioning later. Let's go ahead and refresh ammo on the gunners.
Here comes another load of them.
Alright, we have disabled their seeping tree. We've also received a whole bunch of supplies with which to make things very bad for them. So they should have, like, relative to the other enemy forces we faced, well, I guess it's just the one, but certainly relative to Tzeentch, we should see, it's weird that I can't click on the tower spot there. We should see a lot fewer ranged units, and as such, it should be much more likely that our towers will survive and continue to do damage forever. We have one more tower spot, and we can't actually build the big tower on it. I'll put something up. This is because I bought all that ammunition. Actually, you know what? Mail that currency back. We are going to get this before the before fast build time ends. We may as well commit it. Like, it won't be finished before the enemies spawn, but it will be finished before they get to us. And I think if we're trying to build during actual army marching time, I think it takes longer. Oh, there's another tower spot over here.
It's not know when to quit.
Well, I guess we'll get to test that theory. So what do we actually have incoming? Plague toads, it looks like. Over close, we got some plague bearers. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Let's go Noblars over here. So these are going to get in position the fastest.
So, I hunt. Take it all. together!
Just build ourselves a little group of ogres over here. We do have a lot of incoming, but like one big blessing here is that the ogre units are just, or the Nurgle units rather, are just very slow moving.
Bring us me! Thundering forth!
For the most part.
Tyrant!
There are these damn frogs.
The over-tyrant. Eternal.
Don't get stuck on my own units. Just try. Just go.
Me!
Their charge did some real damage. That is rough. We got towers up in position doing stuff. We got guns working.
In my gut!
I mean, this is going to be a lot of enemies. But they're coming in much more gradually than the enemies from previous waves.
Get it done! Devour them! Iron guts!
I was not intending to tell you to rush forward.
In my sights! Greasus Goldtooth!
Graces has such a hard time moving anywhere ever. It's very sad. Okay, so if we build this during actual combat time... Okay, no, it is still 30 seconds. I was just thinking about how long it takes to build the, to build towers during normal battle time. Alright, so these plague toads have committed on this side. They got in a little faster than I was expecting, but we have plenty of bodies around to make their lives miserable. I will say, the total number of plague toads is higher than I was expecting, by a little bit. Let's move these iron guts up into better defensive positions. Is that... No, okay. It is not the Beast of Nurgle, it's that other unit near it that's already falling apart. So I was going to say, if the Beast of Nurgle is broken already, we can do something else with Greasus, right?
Together!
Okay, that's totally working. We can pull the Gorgers back this way.
Boss says so! I am legend.
Stand your ground, nerds. I think we're, it looks like we're not getting a lot of pistol fire here,
Me,
based on the amount of ammunition that they are not missing.
my chum,
Which has me a little concerned.
the more cool.
I think we can probably move Greasus.
Eat them alive.
The throwing knives are actually doing pretty good work over here. You know, I had this second line of chargers ready for this side, but I don't know that they're actually going to be necessary. Okay, let's try to pull you out to the side and have you push the other way. We could have another group of iron guts get over here as well. We don't need to save too much for this front, since this side seems to be finished already.
Greasus Goldtooth.
Okay, cool.
I'll crush them.
They're all surrendering, and I think we're gonna have the hunter report to this side.
Bring us me. When supper.
Okay, so Pox Riders are the slightly higher version of the Plague Toads, I believe. These are the good ones, insofar as any of these units are actually good. And they're still, man, we're doing all right, but they are still streaming in from the edges. Like, this is a lot of bodies. All right, break off. Let Greasus hold for a second here. What still has a lot of health left? That unit. Yeah, let's let Greasus hold for just a moment. We will reposition the man-eaters. So actually, I probably want these 3 ogre units to break off this way, so we can push through that way. And there's actually a beast over there that would be lovely to get Greasus's attention on. And I mean, we're not going to be able to do a flank with these Noblars or anything, so I'm not really sure what their move is. Maybe their move is chill out and relax. We're gonna do that, do it more central, I guess. I do wish that we had like a Thunder Mace or something on Greases, but he's got his fancy unique, you know? Doing my best to move the battle around so that we're firing into the flank of it with these guys.
The quarry is mine! The ultimate predator!
Alright, that should be good enough.
Supper! Ogres! Drive on the move! Call me Ogre Tyrant!
Alright, it does kind of seem like we're still not doing a lot of shooting, and also, we have a really good charge angle here.
It's happening!
So why don't y'all just get in and spill some blood?
Iron Guts!
You know, Iron Guts here that's really taking a beating, and we could pull them back. Oh yeah, the Man-Eater's just shredding people.
Biggest in the tribe! Find a meal! Take it all! Let's go, boys! This way!
Actually, by the time they execute this maneuver, there will be nothing left for them to charge, I think.
Tribe needs it! Take it all!
I
Pray!
guess just let those other frogs continue falling apart on their own.
Iron Guts! Follow the Morse call!
These Iron Guts out to the side. Yeah, the Man-Eaters are doing pretty okay work. We're taking...
I want it all!
We're probably taking some damage from the tower fire. That would be my guess. There's kind of a lot of it going on. Is the beast... It looks like the beast is dead already, huh? I don't see its flag anymore.
Take it all! For the
I
more!
don't know what these plague toads think they're doing. And over here, one unit of Nurglings continues the charge.
Iron Guts!
You lot can probably all just fall back. It does look like the fight is mostly under control. We still have these little groups of Nurglings swarming in from the sides. And it's going to take them a little while to go down, but
Ogre Tyrant
it
going!
is assured.
The more cool! The strongest!
There we go. Just get a little closer and let those units benefit from the buff. Yep, even more Nurglings slowly streaming in from the edges.
The more calls!
Alright, most people just can fall back to the center here. And in fact, we could start some heals up now.
Hungry!
I mean, we may as well let this finish. They're gonna break soon.
Man-Eaters!
None of our Man-Eater units has even lost a single body yet.
The Horde Master!
Feels a little silly to debuff the melee attack of Nurglings, but also, like, I don't have anything else to fight, so... Okay. There we go. That's what
Tyrant of Tyrants!
units falling apart due to surrendering should look like. It should be, like, basically instant. So... You know, we could use some healing here. What would it be to just pop it on everybody? 35? Yeah. I'll do that. That unit of Gorgers is definitely looking a little thin. Oh, really? They're going to come to us.
Man-Eater Pistol!
I have to admit to some surprise on that one. Sorry, none of you are in melee mode.
Killing time!
Do shooting first. Melee is for some other time.
Goldtooth!
Greasus has managed to take essentially 0 damage so far. These little enemies don't seem to be able to harm him, so we're just gonna throw him up over there. Oh no, they know that my Noblars exist. Quickly, Noblars, run away!
Genius!
I don't think getting into melee range with the man-eaters is actually going to work very well for them.
The fatties! Smash them to pulp! Man-eaters! Muncher!
Okay, that's all under control. And on this side,
Dinner!
you know, he doesn't have much in the way of melee defense, but
My next trophy! Minion! Crush on! Help to try!
no reason to spend bullets at this point. I do like it when they all just come right to us.
The overtime! Eternal! Hungry! Most prudent.
All right, so we're going to have this second point in just a moment. And get access to some lead belchers as reinforcements. That's awfully nice. What do we have in the reinforcement pool right now? Okay, some very basic units, not really even worth pulling in.
Take it all for the tribe!
Yeah, the fact that we don't have to worry about rebuilding the towers at all really is, like, it is a load off my mind. It makes things much easier. We do have access to Butcher, which I guess we should spend, because we want to get that bar filling again, right? Throw it on the Gorgers, I guess?
Greets us, Goldtooth!
Alright. So that's interesting. The point... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, the point still had the little padlock on it, which meant that something was still alive, and I have no idea where or what. But looks like we're good now. Also, just enjoy the scenery here. I mean, they really went all out on these. I really appreciate the effort.
Full meat's on the way! Tacky!
Okay, new units unlocked, new wave ink. Let's get those towers. Let's also remember to select the new reinforcement point, because I definitely did not do that last time, and it was a problem. So... the tower points are scattered enough on this one that I feel like it's actually pretty easy to miss them. Can we, if we take it up to the tactical map... yeah, it's a little clearer. There's one that I missed. And that's actually all of them. It really sucks that you cannot see your supplies on the tactical map. That seems like a terrible design oversight. Here, we'll put up the whatever walls we can too. And then I'll probably use the rest of it on bringing in the lead belchers. I don't know that we'll be able to bring them all in, but... so funnel the enemies down a little bit. Oh yeah, they're only 1,000 each. Okay. and just normal man-eaters. Honestly, I think I would rather save the supplies because we're gonna be able to pull in some very big, very impressive stuff in the near future. And I think I would rather use it all on that. All right, if I wanted to throw a heal on these units, okay, we can just barely afford it. We are not in any kind of a formation here, but whatever. We'll figure it out
Serve the ogres!
while the enemies are bearing down on us, I guess.
These ogre mates!
Is this even worth... No, that's not worth 600 supplies, I don't think.
Man-eaters!
That way I can re-ammo the man-eaters for the same amount. Feels very silly to give any extra knives to the Noblars. Gross. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the towers are particularly effective against these big, slow-moving groups. So if y'all just want to, I don't know, sort of line it up like that. Make sure we turn off melee mode. Because, yeah, it really looks like it is going to come down to basically 2 funnels of units, and they're going to be pretty shredded by the time they reach us. These poor frogs.
I'll smell ya! Pour together!
On this side, we are going to lose that building pretty quickly. And I mean, there are a lot of them. They're coming in pretty massive numbers.
Iron guts! Off we go!
The Iron Guts and Greasus ready to play D on this side. Interesting that they have some units splitting off to attack this. Ooh, flyers.
Many are pistols! In my gut! Limb from limb!
Yeah, the flying units we care about a little bit extra. So I think we're going to want to move something a little beefier over toward the front here, because we're going to have to do some actual defense. Get these over here too, in case we need to suddenly throw a distraction in front. Not too worried about the man-eaters getting into combat,
Ogres!
especially if they can distract things from the lead belchers.
Shrewd!
Do you think that it is time to do this then?
Down! I want it all! I am legend. Behold my guts!
Hopefully we can carve up that beast pretty quickly. Just run right through there. I have no idea. Why does everybody think that it's a good idea? I guess because they are units that like have an ammo bar. So many of these enemy units seem to think it's such a good idea to get directly involved in combat with the man-eaters. Ah, I see. The flyers were over here hitting the tower because they are one of the few units that can actually do that. Well, I mean, that's a strat, I guess, technically. Actually, you know what? We only need 1 unit to do this. these Iron Guts can run forward and just kind of hold stuff for a second while Greasus figures out the murder of these large units. And yeah, we're pressed pretty tight here, unfortunately. But I think we're going to see a lot of stuff break down pretty quickly in actual combat. They definitely have a lot more frogs this time than the last wave did, though, and that is scary. The frogs are for sure more dangerous units.
This way! I'll smell ya!
That said, I think they're also a little outpaced here.
Boys!
Just a tiny bit.
Iron God! When do we eat? Fattest, strongest, richest.
Alright, the beast is basically done for. Let's get Greasus over here.
Ogres attack! Gush out, boys!
Alright, excellent work, Iron Guts. We're coming to save you.
Tyrant of tyrants! Knock me down! Leg belcher!
God, we cannot catch a break on these damn flying units. Oh, these are just Chaos Furies, though. Considerably less consequential.
Scouting!
Apparently our hunter has decided this is a good time for a nap.
In my sights! Guts out, boys!
Okay.
Me!
Does seem like this front is pretty much over.
Bring us meat! Killing time!
Focus on the large thing.
Money of pistols! Crunch their skulls! Eat them alive! We're winning! Serve the ogres! I'll crush them! Guts out, boys! Iron guts!
Alright, try to mastermind like a couple more charges here. And of course we still have stuff coming up through the mess at the bottom, but all of these towers are still intact if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you know what? They're trying though. It's probably worth rebuilding this tower.
When do we eat? This way!
Okay. Cool, good. We're set. We did lose a tower all the way down here. They did get this one, spitefully enough. Okay, I think that's worth rebuilding. So, we are starting to brush up against the heal threshold on some of these units. The Iron Guts in particular are absorbing a lot of healing. I feel like as these things come forward, they're going to take a lot of tower damage.
This way! Throne bearers, no!
Actually, sorry, like everything that doesn't have guns on it, just like wait here. That's a great unclean one. We definitely want man-eaters on that. They have the fancy plague bearers up here, which is, you know, not a big deal. Towers are firing directly into random occluding terrain.
The more cool! Killing time!
Just get whatever the most direct angle you can on that thing is.
The more cools! Smash them to pulp!
He's trying. He's desperately trying.
Rampage! The
Oh,
more
faster. That's not faster.
Man-eater
I think that
pistol.
thing cast a spell on me. You guys maybe go back on the other side of the barricade. You've done a great job getting its attention. I'll give you that. What? Why is the hunter running like lateral to its direction of motion?
Greasus Goldtooth. Ogres. Thundering forth.
It is actually going to spend its time trying to knock this down. Well, you know what?
Overtime.
Rhesus, never mind. It's under control. Just like really, truly embarrassing showing. Horrible, horrible work. I don't want to spread out that much. Do something more like this. Just get yourselves into position, because stuff is already close.
Pray!
You know what?
The hunt continues. I smell game. Greasus Goldtooth. The strongest. The
Let's just
fastest.
do charging, shall we?
Man-eaters. It's happening.
Fire into those groups. Stats down on, I don't know, something.
Lead belchers.
A little more focus on the close unit. Although obviously they're about to get interfered with in a pretty serious way here.
Dinner. Bring us meat. Thundering forth.
Wow, it took that charge really seriously.
The more cool.
Okay, well that should break down pretty fast then. Don't know what this unit's doing, but they will not survive the tower fire.
Biggest in the tribe.
I do feel like maybe just A-moving my entire army is not really,
Greasus Goldtooth.
maybe not the deepest strategy.
Overtime. Eternal.
But when your numbers are superior enough, who needs strategy?
Guts out, boys.
No, I think we're gonna fully withdraw these two units. Even at their maximum healing threshold, I think they're still just too injured.
Pointing it up. Looking for me. Pull it out.
Obviously, we don't care about the Noblars so much, but
The strongest. The fattest.
so yeah, some of these units are still technically alive, but the towers are handling it. Let's just get up here and get ready. We'll save Butcher for during the actual battle.
Lead belchers. Ogres.
One more big heal, one more re-ammo. And then from there, we're definitely going to want to be spending our supplies on units. I can't believe this unit is still cohesive. It has so little health left. I guess the same goes here. I believe in you, little guy. You're really going to show him who's boss. You know, you almost can't help but root for him. Never mind. He gave up. That show of utter cowardice is no way to win fans.
Meet! Rampage this way!
Alright, something like that.
Hunter moving!
I have no idea where the enemies are going to come from exactly, except for the fact that the Demon Prince comes directly from the gate, generally. Okay, are we good? Can we start? Yes, there we go. We are now allowed to start capping. You were not told to wait down here.
Follow the boar's call!
Okay. Let's get those tower positions up. Probably want to go ahead and wall up as much as we can as well, because we definitely want to slow down the units coming from the edges, because we do not have time to pay attention to them initially. This is going to be a Demon Prince focused affair at first. Looks like we got everything already. There's just not that much space left on the map. Let me make sure we select this. And we're allowed to bring in, yeah, harpoon launchers and iron blasters. And I gotta imagine, oh, unpause game. I gotta imagine some big harpoon launchers for shooting at the Lord. Gotta be good. Melee attack and defense are pretty bad, but the charge bonus on this thing is super huge. You know, it is still, at the end of the day, it is still a Stonehorn. I guess an Iron Blaster might have been a better initial pull, maybe?
When supper?
Don't know that I want you directly in front like that.
Looking for me?
Hey look, it's a big guy who's gross. Who could have foreseen this? Just kidding, it was everyone. So immediately, volley of fire. Great, great. He has gone to space, which I have to admit is a tactic that I was unprepared for. I did not think that he was going to immediately go to outer space. Let's have these units get over here. We are going to summon that Iron Blaster in just a moment. And I guess, you know what? I'm going to have the, that's the wrong, where's this one? The Hunter Stonehorn. I'm going to have the Hunter Stonehorn just run into the melee immediately. Just start causing havoc and buying the rest of us time. I guess we can have Greasus do kind of the same thing until big dude comes down. Stops behaving like a total baby. Never mind, happening fast. Okay, we can probably close this at this point.
Bring us me! Crush them! Devour them!
Get him! Definitely nuke his stats.
The ultimate tyrant, eternal.
I'm having a hell of a time selecting this unit. Okay, here we go. Wow, are they really... What the fuck happened? Was that just the Hunter charge plus like one round from the Iron Blaster? How are they all at half already? And not that I'm complaining. It's very impressive. Okay, you two need to back up. The Gorgers should probably charge forward. And I mean, there are enemies on this side, but they're coming over pretty slowly. I think we should break some of this force off and just see if we can crush this side really, really fast. Because if we can, it does make my life a little easier. Do we want to just throw up Massacre in the middle? Yeah, I mean, no, probably not. We probably want to save Massacre until there are a larger number of units that have met. Okay, every time Greasus hits him, you can see the amount come off his health bar. It's just a matter of continuing to hit him successfully. And it would appear that his plan is currently to completely disregard Greasus' existence and just get murdered, which I guess is fine.
My next trophy. I want it all.
He's just gonna let me punch him in the back of the head over and over again until such time as he is dead.
Come on.
Okay, we do have 8 billion flying enemies coming in. I'm gonna pull in another unit of ogre pistols over the other harpoon launcher, I think. We're going to prioritize more ogre pistols. I feel very strongly about ogre pistols.
Money of pistols! When do we eat?
Let's try to get all of our ranged units away from their lord.
Iron God! Rampage this way! Crunch their skulls!
I still really hate how clumsy it is to give units to orders regarding
Fattest, strongest, richest.
Let's drop the stats of these plague lords, and this is maybe a good time for the rampage. All of the units that are in the middle here dealing with flyers just get real strong and good at dealing with flyers.
Tribe on the move! Greasus, Goldtooth!
And yeah, if this guy's going to completely ignore Greasus, which he is still doing, then the most important thing we can do is keep Greasus stuck to him permanently. God, there's so many flyers. Just like an infinite stream of flyers from both sides. It's wild. We can definitely call in the other unit of man-eaters. Oh, yeah, this is probably worth doing as well. A lot of our big units are right in here in the middle. God, flyers, just wall-to-wall flyers.
Many up pistols! Rampage!
I'll give Greasus this. He is doing an admirable job of staying focused right now. And yeah, they've mostly sort of like fallen into the middle and allowed the man-eaters to fire at them from all sides. It's not ideal to be attacked from all sides, but I think we're managing. Alright, now we just need bodies. And some iron guts will do.
Greasus, Gold!
The Lord has popped his rampage, and he's finally hitting Greasus. He remembered that Greasus exists,
Man-eaters!
which is
Serve the ogres!
probably going to serve his purpose to some degree. And he hit me once or twice. Then he exploded for some reason.
When supper done, follow the Moor's call.
Come on, Greasus, one more hit. Yep, there he goes. Okay, enemy lord is down. Hopefully that'll have some effect on their morale.
Iron guts!
Plus, we have all these extra iron guts now.
Stalker of prey. Limb from limb.
Alright, we need the Noblars to just fall back, switch these man-eaters into melee mode, and start charging.
Where's ogre mates? For the masters! On edge!
Right, because the attack on this side completely fell apart. Yeah, we brought in too many new units. So all that's left are the ones over here who don't realize how badly the battle has gone. Oops, I didn't realize you guys were so close.
Why? Find the meal. Greets us, Goldtooth.
I do think we've gotten a lot of value out of Stand Your Ground here in terms of just army longevity.
Eat them alive. Scourge of
How much do all of you want to just attack that unit?
down.
There are still enemies slowly moving up the map, but I can't imagine any of them making it to us. Right, the towers have to be shredding them pretty good. I guess some of them are flyers, and they are providing cover for the approach. I do think this is over, though. You know what? Let's get another harpoon launcher.
When do we eat? This way.
Set you up facing that way.
Lead belchers. That'll do. When supper. Manias. Off we go.
Okay, never mind. They gave up. Okay, that was an easy battle. Our time in the Nurgle realm was kind of a close one, but the actual battle itself was not too bad. We got a score of 3,600, whatever the fuck that means. It looks like I did actually lose a unit, and that's a shame because those are rank 9. I mean, they're not like good units, but it's hard to replace a rank 9 unit. We do need to modernize several of our armies. And honestly, maybe we do just pull all of the Ogre Bulls out of Greasus' army, because, like, what if we made them all Iron Guts and Man-Eaters? Iron Guts are super cheap for him. They don't have, like, the Ogre Bulls have 50% more bodies per unit, which obviously translates to a considerable amount of damage. But also, we're fighting a lot better stuff, generally, and we're seeing the damage output of our enemies rise to the point where the Ogre Bulls are getting, like, absolutely destroyed every battle, so... Okay. I don't think we need to take meat, because I'm pretty sure we're going to come down near a camp. So let's just take the money, right?
Let him go. I said so.
Ursun is not dead. The bear still clings to life. Of course, God blood to break a curse.
Too long. I was imprisoned in shadow. Finally, my flesh returns. Flesh to tear, little demon. When I am free, you will know the wrath of a god. The bonds of the Forge are strong, and you grow weak. Our journey is not complete.
The Lord of Shadows is a shadow no more. With his curse broken, he can pursue his burning desire to enact revenge and dominate the world.
I mean, we basically knew that. Okay, so we lost our Nurgle traits. Good news, we have achieved the Realm of Chaos for 10 turns, which is pretty good. That'll keep us solvent.
Another soul is ours, contained within the Tome of Fates. It would be much easier if we could collect the essence of any demon, but a true soul only comes from those with mortal origins. That is why we must slay demon princes, for their soul stuff, no matter how wretched, comes from a creature that was once mortal. So, to complete this great task, we must hunt down 2 more demonic princelings.
I mean, I knew what the plan was, dude. Okay, yeah, so are we in range of Yeti Peak? No.
Grace
But we are allowed to move immediately.
shockingly obese.
I cannot make it into range while also maintaining movement to go into encampment mode, but whatever, it's fine. We'll just
Double time.
we'll just march hard to reinforce Targog, cause we know Targog was having a rough go of things.
Over tyrant. Grease's gold.
Hunter continues to move toward max level, and we have a lot of the stuff that's really important. We could pick up a bunch more armor, but he's got so much armor already. I guess the melee defense is meaningful. Let's grab the melee defense and probably Beast Slayer, and that's how we'll wrap him up. And then, yeah, I think we could stand to maybe just end the episode there. A lot of stuff happened. Those battles are big. That's gonna be it for us for today. Hey, look at that! We got a demon soul, and we humiliated Castalton at the same time. It's win-win. When you come back next time, Grease's Goldtooth is gonna exert some control over this battle map. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with him, but it's gonna be scary. Hopefully not for us scary for the enemies. Fingers crossed. And we'll see you then.